And every single day,
the more enemies we kill.
We're spending trillions and trillions of dollars.
Feel free to say, all right, this is your fault.
It's not your fault.
All I know is you're not selling anything.
The Fed's not done, and I'm going to tell you why.
Welcome back to Sean's Show, episode 26.
Yeah.
I'm here as always with Andrew Tarr.
Hi, how
my
you
trusty
doing?
producer.
Yeah.
My Caucasian producer, Andrew Tarr. How are you? No, kidding. Welcome back, Josh.
It's nice to be back.
You had a child.
Yes, I did.
I had a near fatal illness.
Oh, shit.
I was sick. I was sick with the woke mind virus, but I'm back.
Oh, yeah. I saw the Elizabeth Warren sticker that you had on your suitcase.
I did.
Yeah.
I had an Elizabeth. I was gonna actually go stumping for Elizabeth. And for those of you that are not in the political world, stumping means I was gonna have sex with Elizabeth Warren. I was gonna let her peg me.
Yeah. That's the only way she has sex, by the way.
Yeah, Elizabeth Warren does not. Elizabeth Warren is a woman that pegs.
Yeah.
She is a dominatrix.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Warren is definitely a dominatrix in bed.
But it comes from her native, ancestry that she wears the
yeah,
whole headdress.
She wears the headdress. It's actually a wooden dildo.
Yep.
It's from like the native. It's a holy dildo.
Yeah.
It's a sacred Incan dildo with like Incan like shit on it.
And then she scalps you at the end.
But we're back. I'm so glad to be back. I'm sorry. The last episode I filmed it from my phone in my car.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a fucking I was so sick, dude. I can't believe I put out an episode. I really can't. It was like a 20 minutes of just me going,
Yeah.
I was just like, Nikki Haley's an Indian.
No, now she is.
Now she is.
Now she's.
Well, that's what I
that.
said last episode. I was like, New Hampshire finally. The reason Nikki Haley lost the primaries is because New Hampshire finally found out she was an Indian woman, and they're like, I can't date. Well, it's like a date. They're like, I can't fucking vote for an Indian woman. And it's no, but lots to cover. We're back. We're energized. How are you, Josh? You feeling good?
Yeah, I'm on
Good.
Zen now, and I'm feeling Zen.
Josh is on his way out with Zen.
I'm trying my hardest to get addicted to nicotine. At first, it made me want to throw up, but then I learned that I'm not a swallower. I'm a spitter.
Yeah.
And as long as I spit out the whole time like I'm dipping, then I don't get bad diarrhea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of if you swallow it, that's like the shit in your stomach.
I guess, but and then I'm gagging a lot more. This sounds like I'm doing something else. That's just Zen, I promise.
Isn't
It's a guy named Zen.
what not it's a Tucker Carlson's really into Zen, isn't he?
I have no idea.
Tucker Carlson loves Zen, and it's crazy. It's a crazy. The tobacco industry, what they do is incredible. Mm-hmm. They somehow, they somehow find a way to innovate in a product that is just thousands of years old. It's really, really incredible.
Well, the only reason I take it is because Chuck Schumer hates it. And whatever Chuck Schumer hates, I like.
Does Chuck Schumer hate Zen?
He's trying to make it illegal.
He's trying to criminalize it?
Yeah, because it's for the kids. You can't have the kids on this.
Oh,
and my brother's
right.
It's because what it does with your neural pathways is it makes you blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't
Pussies.
know
No,
what any of that
You're a
means.
neural pussy is what you are.
I just need it because I'm driving home late at night and I need something and I don't want to drink another energy drink.
Well, see, what I do is I use willpower.
Oh, okay.
I look inside and I find energy.
Yeah.
I have an internal source of energy. It's called cocaine.
Yeah.
I look inside myself and I look in my pocket and I find an 8-ball.
You'd be insane on cocaine.
Dude, I've never done coke and I never will.
Have you done Adderall?
Never done Adderall. Never will.
What? Never done Adderall?
Never done Adderall. No, maybe it would help me. I feel like I'm a guy who could really benefit from a stimulant.
I feel like you're the type of guy that your parents would put you on it.
I know. Well, my parents were like at times very overbearing. And I think that my dad listens to the show. That's fair. Dad, you're very overbearing at times. But they never put drugs in me. My parents were in a weird way like very homeopathic.
Oh, shit.
My parents are like low key into like ancient. Wow, we're really guys. We're doing great here at Sean's Show. We're falling apart. My parents are like low key into like homeopathic remedies.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cringe.
Are they swingers?
I'm like, no.
Oh, okay.
Is that related?
I have no idea.
No, but they're into like Eastern medicine.
Yeah.
Like putting like, I don't know, like flower petals, like rose petals into a glass of water and putting it by your bed and then thinking that like cures cancer and shit.
Do they speak into their water so it becomes like, I love you?
Yeah,
And they drink it?
they're not that crazy, but they're
Okay.
basically like my dad thinks the iPhones cause cancer.
Yeah, they do.
And I mean, my dad thinks radio waves cause cancer. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I think the materials in the iPhone may cause cancer.
Everything causes cancer.
Wow, it's that cable too, dude.
Damn.
Fuck.
Everything causes
We're
cancer.
falling up. These cables
It's
cause
the
cancer.
cables. Yeah.
Um,
They do. The ATEM, it comes with a warning that says may cause cancer.
the A10, by the way, is one of the pieces of equipment we use to make
Yeah.
this show. It's also a sex trafficking device.
I'm I don't know about that
Sounds
part.
like
but
it. It sounds like dude, you know what I saw? I saw a video of or it was an image of the building on Epstein's Island. Have you seen it?
one that looks like Ellen's.
No, it looks like a Super Mario. People were saying it looked like Super Mario building.
The
Like
blue
Super
and white
Mario.
one?
Yeah, the blue and white temple.
Yeah, that's the one they're saying that's in the back of Ellen's backdrop.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on her show.
That's so funny. It looks like, if you haven't seen the building, it's like a blue and white. It seems, you know what it is? The building on Epstein's Island. It seems like something you'd find in Minecraft. It seems like you're walking around the desert. It's like one of those desert Minecraft buildings, and you go in there and you find like a treasure chest, except that you don't find treasure.
Well,
You find something a lot worse.
depending on who's searching,
Yeah.
it might be treasure
It's-
to them.
You find a certain type of treasure.
Yeah.
Something not allowed in Minecraft.
Yeah.
There's no kids in Minecraft. They're all adult. Well, they have baby like animals and shit.
Well, it's the same thing. Like if you want kids to have a good time, you want it to look like something kiddie. So there you go. That's why they have Minecraft.
Yeah, it was hard. It's hard to imagine what went on in there. It's hard to imagine.
That building is scary. What I think is what's under that building. I assume now
Yeah.
that every building like that has some like 3 stories below it, 4 stories below it of just heinous, horrible shit.
Oh, and every level it gets worse.
yes, exactly.
On level 1, it's.
I think they have
Child.
a Dante's Inferno of just like horribleness all the way down.
I mean, on level 1 it's child rape. On level 2 it's watching Marvel movies, which is objectively worse.
Yeah,
Man.
totally.
Wow, this cable's really falling apart. It's barely holding on, dude. What the fuck? Is that better? Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Let me just.
No, put it down because it was pulling it.
Oh, it was pulling. Okay.
There you go.
Are we better? Oh my god.
There you go.
Guys, thanks for bearing with us. I know that I said by episode 50 we'd be like a whole new show. We'd be reinvented.
Are we on 50?
We're on 26. So
Oh, okay.
bear with us. We're fucking halfway there. But let's get to the news. We're feeling good. It's a new year. Lots of exciting shit. Palantir is I don't know if it's recording it well, but Palantir's up. I'm happy. I'm very happy. Defense contractors are making cash because the world is more dangerous. Actually, before we get to the news, I do want to do this. So we, as you may or may not know, Sean's show has a Facebook group. We are on Facebook because we are millennials. We're old. And if the link to join the Sean Show Facebook group is in the YouTube description. It's also in the Spotify. It's in all the episode descriptions. It's everywhere because we're organized. If you want to join the Sean Show Facebook group, you get access to certain benefits. Like for example, AI Taylor Swift deepfake porn. No, just kidding.
The government's getting involved in that.
We will get to that. And for the record, we do not have AI deepfake porn on the Sean Show Facebook group.
Your audience seems more like a Reddit or X kind of.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope it's not 4chan. I'm hoping this is it's not 4chan.
Yeah.
But, there's some overlap between, I hope it's like autistic, but like not like Nazi autistic. Like, because there's lots of sub-genres within autistic guys.
Yeah.
There's like the Nazi autistics.
Nazis weren't autistic; they had Asperger's.
Oh, what? Well, yeah.
Yeah.
They're on the which is like mild autism, right?
Yeah, it's the higher spectrum.
I'm pretty sure I don't have autism. I have Asperger's. Or I just learned too much math. If you learn enough math, you become autistic. It's really but I won't get into it. I'm very traumatized. But if you join the Sean Show Facebook group, you get access. I'm trying to learn to have a broadcaster's voice. You get access to a group.
Yeah, a lot of those guys talking about stocks, they all have a rhythm. And today, because he would do, and then
yeah, it's almost like
it's
almost like an auctioneer voice.
a little bit.
Do I hear 26 and come on
They
27?
do it within a rhythm, and it's just like, this is not good.
The real auctioneers, what they're really saying is like, do I hear $26, $26, $27? My wife's divorced. My wife's divorced. $27. I had my wife and she divorced me. She's filing the paperwork. My wife divorced me. Do I hear I didn't win custody? I did not win custody over my children. My kids hate me. They're never going to agree with them again. They're never going to love me again. Sold for one meth addiction. We're going to the Facebook group, and what I'm doing every week from now on, forever, for eternity, we're going to have a weekly thing where forum where I basically open the floor up to questions. And it's every Monday, or it's going to be on spontaneous. And I just posted the status, and we actually got a question. This is very exciting. I thought we would get no questions because the listener base is not large enough. But we did get a question, and this is very exciting. And it's a question that I want to cover. So William asks, I won't dox you, by the way. If you ask a question, I won't dox you. William asks.
William from Utah?
How are you and Elizabeth Holmes doing? Well, William, that's a great question. I'm treating her great. I'm blowing her back out. I'm doing Elizabeth is I'm doing weekly conjugal visits with Elizabeth. Yeah. And she's doing well in prison.
Is she the one that had the fake
Theranos?
There we go.
Yeah. So Elizabeth Holmes is probably one of the biggest victims of the state taking away someone's rights that was simply trying to be an entrepreneur. She made a wonderful product that basically, if you're unfamiliar with the story, I've covered it a bit before, but Theranos, it was an amazing company started by a beautiful woman named Elizabeth Holmes. She wasn't that beautiful. No. She was good. She was like a Oklahoma City 7.
She's a female Mark Zuckerberg.
She's a female. She's an ugly bitch. She's an ugly bitch. No, she's not. She's good. She's good looking, right?
No.
I mean, I like her. She's pretty good looking.
It's a female. If women think Mark Zuckerberg, it's the equivalent of Mark Zuckerberg.
It is. For an engineer, she's hot.
Which is fucked up because if she was a dude, she would not be in jail right now.
Oh, I mean, if she was a dude,
she'd be successful.
She'd have raised another $500 million.
Yeah.
She'd be on a Series F capital raise.
Exactly.
But they came after her because she has a vagina.
Yep.
And she made a wonderful product that I actually supported. And it took a little bit of your blood, and then it gave you false readings about your blood. Yeah. Blood tests, and that's fun. It was a gimmick product.
Yeah.
It was, and people, that's what people missed, is it was the whole time, it was a fun thing. It was silly. It's like a Chinese finger trap. It's like, oh, that was fun.
More like the 8-ball where you shake it and you're like, am I sick?
Yeah.
It tells you.
It's the exactly. It's the blood test equivalent of an 8-ball.
Yeah.
Will I die of AIDS? And you shake the 8-ball. That's what
maybe.
Yeah.
Check again
I'm
later.
not sure. Except sometimes it would say yes.
And you didn't.
And even though you didn't have AIDS. And so that's why she got in trouble. But no, she and I are doing very well. We're pen pals. I kind of want to be Elizabeth Holmes' pen pal.
Yeah.
You think if I sent Elizabeth Holmes a message
she'd message
in
you
prison,
back?
she would maybe we should send Elizabeth Holmes a pen pal message. Like, hi Elizabeth Holmes, like I believe in you. Like I my uncle used the Theranos product and died shortly afterwards, and I thank you because he was abusing me. You helped me kill my uncle. And like he was abusing me, and so like I'm very grateful. Thank you, Elizabeth.
How long is she in prison for?
I think it probably. I think at least 12. Should we look it up? Let's look up how long she's going to be in prison. I mean, she'll get off on good behavior.
Most rich people do.
There's no way that she's in prison for life.
So I'm typing so slow. I got one hand.
Oh, that's okay.
Elizabeth, 9 years.
9 years. That's crazy, dude. Imagine, dude.
But think about how many people died.
Not that many. Not that many. Really, not that many. But you know, I have a feeling that in 10 years, you know what's gonna happen? Dude, Elizabeth Holmes is gonna be like a fucking rapper. She's literally gonna get out of prison and like raise $1 billion for a new company.
Oh yeah, she'd be Wolf of Wall Street.
She's gonna be like, get out of prison and be like, all right, bitch, Theranos 2.0.
Yeah.
Thera, yes.
She's gonna have the her own podcast and everything.
Oh my god, she's gonna do interviews. She's gonna be huge. And
you can't touch the wire. Now it's completely gone.
check. There, we're back. All right, we're back.
There you go.
All right.
Don't breathe.
I know, right? No, I think I have a lot of hope for her future. You know, she's in prison plotting her next business.
Yeah.
She has 9 years to create the next innovative scam. And I'm very happy. I'm very excited for her. She's in like a woman's prison too. You think she's like a top bitch?
No. Not at all.
You think she's getting like...
Well, take it back. If she's still using that voice, then yes.
Yeah, dude, she's like she's like a dyke.
Yeah.
She went to prison. I want to see Elizabeth Holmes ripped. You think she's ripped? She's just in there benching. Like she's so ripped she doesn't even get a period anymore. She's like fucking ripped. She's just like, bam, like look. I think we continue to look at the biotech market. Bam.
I think it's weird like that in America. You can fail so hard and get arrested that you become, people are like, oh, we like you now.
I know that she failed upwards.
Yeah.
This is all part of the plan.
Fail forward.
Fail forward. So thanks for that question, William. I appreciate you answering or asking that question. If you want to ask a question live, and I'll answer it live on the show, just join the Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/Sean's show/AI Taylor Swift porn.
There you go.
No. So let's see. Do we get any other questions? And we'll answer them as they come in. So that's fun. Finally, okay. The news. This is a big news week. Big news week. And headline story. China finally forced Evergrande real estate group to liquidate their holdings. And it's interesting. Here's what's interesting about this story.
What is it, like 300 billion?
It's a they manage $300 billion in real estate assets.
Well, they manage $300 billion. There's most of that's not real estate assets. It's just nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
It's debt.
Yeah.
It's basically $300 billion of debt obligations.
Yeah, I started shorting the banks for it.
That's dude.
UBS and HBSC, I think it's.
HSBC. They're like the
HSBC.
Japanese conglomerate.
Yeah. So they owned a big chunk of it. So I'm shorting them right now.
That's a smart move, dude. And so if you're unfamiliar with the Chinese real estate market, just click the little X on your browser or click out of the app because we don't want you as a listener. Chinese real estate is basically it's like 101. It's like if you're not into that, then you shouldn't be listening.
But Ray Dalio told me to invest into China.
Ray Dalio is a shill for the elite. I mean, he's at the top. And if you don't know Ray Dalio, he's a hedge fund billionaire. I almost worked at Bridgewater.
Yeah.
Did you know that I interviewed at Bridgewater?
No.
And he runs that company like a cult. Mm-hmm. If you guys have read any of Ray Dalio's books, one of them's called Principles, and it's an incredible book. It really changed the way I think about the whole world. And he designed his company this way, where basically, here's a little look into like how billionaire hedge fund managers think. Ray Dalio built his business, Bridgewater, and in Bridgewater, every call is recorded. Mm-hmm. Every single meeting is recorded and saved. And so the whole company can listen to any meeting historically that happened.
That's called covering your ass.
Yes. Except for the biggest meetings with the executives. Those are not recorded.
Well, they're recorded, just not put in there. That's a different file.
Yeah. They're rules for me and not for thee.
Yeah.
You know, rules for thee and not for me, right? But Ray Dalio built this incredible hedge fund that returns 30% a year, which is like the top hedge fund. He's returned 30% a year. He returned 30% during the recession.
I'm more of a Kathy Wood guy.
You're more of a Kathleen Wood. She's a dumb cunt, you know.
I like her.
She's investing in Tesla.
Yep.
She's retarded.
She has her own Bitcoin ETF.
She has a
Ark
Bitcoin
Invest.
ETF. We love Kathy Wood here on the show. We love all hedge fund managers on the show. Bill Ackman, big fan of Bill Ackman.
No, I don't like Bill Ackman.
I love Bill Ackman because he's fighting the woke.
No, Bill Ackman went in the 2020s like, it's all going to fall apart. What are we going to do? And then made $2.5 billion.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck
No.
that. I don't trust him now.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, all these people, they come out and they say the economy's fucked, and then they short the economy and make $1 million. Like,
Yeah.
okay, like, what? Come on,
Actually, I'm starting to listen to these guys, and they're telling us there's some that are telling us the exact opposite, which is Bill Ackman, right? And then there's some like before Charlie Munger, where he was just like, Bitcoin is rat poison. He was right. The question is, are you a rat? So if you're a big, bank that's doing all these derivatives, then yeah, you're a rat. It's rat poison for you. He's 100% right. You're listening to it wrong.
yeah, right. And if they're rats, then what are we?
Roaches.
We're the many roaches.
Yeah.
And they're the few rats.
But roaches, they survive nuclear attacks.
That's true.
Yep.
And then rats don't.
I mean,
Rats
they
die.
can.
They can?
I have no idea.
Oh. But in any case, Evergrande, big China. You know what's so funny about Evergrande and this whole situation is that it's a Chinese real estate company.
Biggest, the largest.
It's the largest Chinese real estate group. And so, China's a communist country, but there's sort of this interest. It's an interesting blend. They're trying to blend state ownership and heavy regulation in the industries, state-run, state-owned companies with free markets. And so it's a really interesting paradox. And what you have,
oxymoron right there.
yeah, it's like, and there's like Chinese bonds, and you're looking at these Evergrande bonds that have collapsed. All the people that lent Evergrande money, the bonds are trading at a 99% discount. I mean, they're basically worthless. So, but what's interesting about the story is that the court that forced Evergrande to liquidate is in Hong Kong, which, if you'll recall, had a lot of protests because they wanted to be their own country recently. Remember over the pandemic?
Yeah, they sped it up. They were supposed to have like another 8 years or something of democracy, and then they're like, nah.
And then China was just like, you're going to be now they call Hong Kong a special autonomous region or like an autonomous economic region, whatever. They use these words.
Which means you can't talk shit about China, but you can be like, meh.
Yeah. It's basically like you're in China, but like you can like, I don't know, own stock.
Yeah.
And like maybe the state won't come after you, but they probably fucking will.
Oh, they'll take it whenever they want.
It's lip service. It's bullshit lip service from the PRC government to Hong Kong.
Yeah.
To basically be like, okay, like, yeah, like you're in our country, but like you can go do your own thing. But like you're still like, Yeah. When it comes down to it, we're gonna fuck you.
Yeah, you can't say Taiwan there.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's interesting that the court that mandated Evergrande to liquidate is in Hong Kong because they don't. People are talking like, did they even have any leverage?
Yeah.
Or do they even have any jurisdiction over all of the assets in mainland China?
But isn't
that are owned by
Hong Kong
Evergrande?
Is like the New York City, like they run the stock market there, don't they?
I think there are stock markets in mainland China too.
Okay.
I'm not. I don't know
But I've this is according to American media. I don't know what they say in China, but apparently that the Chinese people do not trust the stock market there, and then that's why Evergrande got so big because the thing is, I own 2 houses. I own 3 houses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was how I saved money. So now you had all these people who own 3 houses who really didn't own any house. They had maybe 1, and the other 2 are being built.
Yeah.
Now all lost all their shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, dude, if I was in China, I would find a way to diversify
How
immediately.
How do you diversify?
I would own women. I would buy a lot of women. I'd buy physical assets.
Yeah, apparently in China though, as you know, women don't cost a lot. They got rid of a lot of them. That's why they have so many men.
Oh yeah. Ugh.
So now you're a dude with less women to pick from. You own 3 houses. They were never built, and now you own nothing because it's being liquidated.
Hey, but look, I own 3 fake houses. That's more than most people.
Yeah.
I own 0 fake houses.
Yeah.
Owning 3 fake houses is better. In China, these guys have like 3 paper houses. That's not bad. But it's an interesting it's a story.
They should have just bought houses on Sandbox.
I know, on the metaverse.
Yeah.
Literally, metaverse houses are probably more valuable now.
Yep.
But so the real question is this liquidation of Evergrande going to cascade into a larger real estate crisis in China and maybe spill over into the global economy?
Yes.
And God knows I hope it does, because we need a good recession. We need a good recession that destroys capital and allows millennials to buy houses at a price that isn't fucking ridiculous. We need a cleansing of these tech companies. You talk to anyone that works at a tech company, they work 2 hours a week and they make $150,000 a year. You tell me that that's a healthy economy.
I would like that.
I would like that too.
Yeah.
But they guess what? They love it.
Yeah.
But you know what doesn't create
And
value?
they still can't afford a house.
And they still can't buy a house.
150,000.
Well, those people should, but they spend it on fucking bullshit. They're buying, Orange Theory gym subscriptions that they don't use, and Hulu ad without ads, and a bunch of Adderall on the street.
Can I do my conspiracy?
What's your conspiracy?
That they were told you need to let this fail so that it can cascade around the world, and all these all these buildings, these commercial buildings, is something like $2.5 trillion here in America that have to refinance or whatever.
Yeah,
their buildings. Well, that comes up at the end of the year. Well, interest rates are a lot higher. They can't afford those new payments. They're not going to be able to refinance. So you're going to have all these commercial buildings.
That's actually a great point.
So I think it's all orchestrated.
It's orchestrated so that the Fed is forced to cut rates.
Well, the Fed is going to be like, here's the problem. Now here's the solution. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so all it's going to do is, and then I think that's another reason. I'm sorry to bring up Bitcoin again, but that BlackRock owns a lot of homes. Right. Well, it takes a lot of money to keep these homes up, and they don't want to deal with all these renters and bullshit. So you can trade property for property, which that's what Bitcoin is. It's digital property, and now you're not going to have to incur those taxes on it. And so you're going to see houses and commercial property fucking fall. Yeah. And then Bitcoin go. So
Josh is a Bitcoin owner.
It's an easier way to lend. A way easier way to lend.
At this point, I feel like everything's orchestrated. Yeah. I really, some people think, there's too many, some people have this theory where they're like, there's too many people. It would be impossible to orchestrate a grand conspiracy. I think that is true. I also think that there are like coordinated hit jobs or coordinated jobs that are done amidst subgroups of elites. I do think that. And so my point though is that I would hope that I wish that this didn't happen, because it's bad. No one wants to see Evergrande get liquidated, except for me. But like in all reality, like it is pretty scary to like see a business like this like go collapse so fast. And
that's bigger than the collapse we had here in America.
Yeah. Yeah. And so you would think that,
China's going to print $1 trillion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be bad.
Not $1 trillion you want, $1 trillion.
That's like fucking a quadrillion you want.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like 10 quadrillion you want. But on the bright side, you know what China does when CEOs fuck up?
Guillotine?
They kill them. And I love that. This is a story from like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But China, this is from 2021. China executes former asset management chief for corruption. Lai Xiaomin was found guilty of taking $280 million worth of bribes over 10 years. Look at this guy, dude. Look at this guy's face. That's a face of a man who's like, I'm fucked.
The guy on the right is smiling. You can tell.
Yeah, he's grinning.
He's like,
yeah, he's
bitch,
like,
I had an Evergrande house. You're dying.
Yeah, he's like, I had a 401k with your company, motherfucker. Yeah. Fuck you. Go ahead
and read that.
So, oh shit, no. So, and you know what? You know what I love? You know what I for all the shitty things that I disagree with how China runs their country. You know what I love? When China sentences someone to death, they fucking kill them immediately. So you read this headline: China executes former asset manager. You know what the headline doesn't say? Former asset management chief sentenced to death. He's dead.
Yeah.
He's gone. You know? I mean, he's dead. Like I love this. The first paragraph, China has executed. Like you get sentenced to death in China, you're dead the next day, hopefully. This is something that I think the United States could take a page out of. Let's execute financial fraudsters.
Never.
Start executing these motherfuckers. When when the Lehman Brothers guys fucked up in 2008, they should have been executed in the public square as a message to all these other Wall Streeters to say, hey, you can have your fun. You can fuck around. You can over leverage. You can play around, with CDOs and asset-backed securities and complicated derivatives. But when the chicken comes home to roost, you better get ready to get your head chopped off.
Iceland did that, I think.
They murdered.
I don't know if they murdered, but they took them into their town square and beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, I mean, this is the type of punishment. So whoever runs Evergrande needs to be executed in the same way, because if you mismanage a company this bad, it is fraud. You over leverage like this. They were so badly managed that there's no other way to describe it than fraud.
Stupidity.
It's beyond stupidity, dude. So that's we'll see we'll see what happens with that. But I just it's all over the world. You see we're seeing unrest in the econ. We're seeing instability in the economy, unrest overseas politically with wars and little skirmishes in the Middle East that are happening more and more.
But you know who's rising out of the ashes?
Who?
Texas.
Texas
is rising out of the ashes.
And I mean, Texas and the U.S. are fighting now.
Yep.
You see, what was it? The Lone Star standoff? What the fuck did they call it?
I don't know.
Did you see that story?
I saw 25 governors were like, "Hey, Abbott, we got your back." That was fucking insane.
Yeah. So basically, let's talk about that. I mean, I had forgot about that story, but could you just, I think it's Lone Star standoff. And this is crazy if you haven't heard of this. And by the way,
I think that was when Biden said you got 24 hours to respond.
Yeah.
It's been 72 and nobody said shit.
I love this. We need more stuff like this. So this was January 11th, which was a couple weeks ago. The standoff at Eagle Pass. Doesn't that sound like a Tarantino movie?
That sounds like in 150 years it's going to be in history books.
Yeah, it's literally the standoff at Eagle Pass sounds like it happened in the 1800s.
Yes,
but it happened January 11th, 2024, between the Texas National Guard, so it's the state military basically, and they took control of Shelby Park, a 447-acre area of parkland in the town of Eagle Pass, which is along the Rio Grande River, which separates the United States from Mexico. And
it's like 2 hours from
here. Greg Abbott, basically in his declaration, cited the border crisis as a reason that the National Guard basically, took control of the city. And the federal U.S. Border Patrol, right? They were blocked from patrolling the area.
They were happy though. They're like, yeah, take it over.
Oh, really?
Sure. Yeah, they didn't put up a fight or anything. They're like, good, we know what's going on here.
Yeah.
Our hands are tied. We can't do anything.
Yeah. So it wasn't really even a standoff. It wasn't.
The standoffs between Biden and Abbott and Biden's talking about federalizing the Texas National Guard.
Right, and forcing them to basically stand down and let the migrants come through. Right,
which doesn't make any fucking. Did you see his tweet? His official POTUS's tweet.
What did he tweet?
I'll put it on here. Let me look it up. This is on Biden's Twitter, and he something about that the border has not. Oh, I like that. Who's that? Good job, man. Joe.
Oh, was there a? Oh. For the record, I don't follow porn stars on.
Oh, she was
Twitter.
a porn star?
Okay, you caught me. I follow porn stars on. No, I'm kidding, guys. I'm joking. No, you know why all those women are on my feed? Because I did a special with OnlyFans, and all these like porn stars started following me on Twitter.
Because you're a porn star now.
Because I am a porn star.
I gotta scroll down a little bit. It wasn't too long ago, but you said about the border not being secure over the last 3 years, and it's about time we do something about it.
Oh, right. Oh. Wow, he's really dunking on Texas.
Oh, yeah.
All the time he dunks on Texas.
I'll find it. Give me a second.
But yeah, I mean, staying off at Eagle Pass is an incredible. That's the most like Texas shit. Is calling it a standoff.
Yeah,
and it's ironic because it was barely a fucking standoff. It was the stand down. It was the stand down at Eagle Pass. That's what it was.
Where is it? Did he take it down?
Looks like it was.
It was all fake the whole time. Hold on. I'll type in Joe Biden border.
By the way, we love Joe Biden on this podcast. We are a supporter of what he's doing. And we think, we think he's doing a good job. I think he's doing a good job.
Amazing job.
He's doing a good job. He is. I mean, I can name 5 good things he did right off the top of my head. You ready? So many good things.
Whoa, 34 states now.
For what?
34 states. Oh, yeah.
Have yet to stand alongside. I mean, it's literally just the Confederacy. It's the Confederacy all over again.
Well, no, look, you got Idaho, Montana. You got other northern states.
Oh, fuck. You got the Midwest.
Yeah. I wonder if that's going to force everybody over to Arizona, New Mexico, California to try to get on.
To get in on to flip and support Texas?
No, I'm saying to get into. See, this is what it looks like right now.
Dude, yeah, just to cover it real quick. Eagle Pass, Texas. 95% young men, military age, with no allegiance to the U.S. And
But, I mean, I don't know if that's 100% true because of who's saying it. But,
yeah.
I mean, from pictures, it does look like it's mostly young men.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's and whether or not, it may not be totally true, but it's 95% young men, military age with no allegiance to the U.S. And if you look closely, it's everyone. It's the entire population of people that use Reddit. It's just a bunch of Reddit. It's just a bunch of Redditors. We have a bunch of Redditors, autistic Redditors, coming into the country. They have no allegiance to the U.S. No. The only thing they have allegiance to is cryptocurrency. All they want to do is buy Bitcoin.
Okay, I was on. Oh, damn it! I was on the wrong Twitter. That's what it was.
Was it on the White House Twitter?
It was
the statement.
It's Joe Biden POTUS.
Okay.
So,
because I do want to see what he said.
Yeah.
Joe Biden POTUS.
Yeah. It's like.
Also, I fucking hate the acronym POTUS, SCOTUS.
There we go.
Are these acronyms not like retarded? Like
a little bit.
Like it's just annoying. Like, can't you just call him the president? We need to go POTUS.
There it is.
We have this whole family. Okay, here we go. For everyone who is demanding tougher border control, this is the way to do it. Here's my full statement on border security negotiations from Joe Biden.
This is January 26th. I'm so glad I found this because I was about to go all conspiracy, be like, why is your Twitter so fucking different than my Twitter?
Could you cut to me, Josh?
Yeah.
So I'm going to read Joe Biden's statement on border security. For too long, we all know that my good friend Corn Pop and I hung out every night. For too long, we all know the border's been broken. It's long past time to fix it. That's why 2 months ago, I instructed Corn Pop and I to hang out more often on the border. When I was young, no, that's why 2 months ago, I instructed my team to begin negotiations with a bipartisan group of senators to seriously and finally give me more medicine for my fucking dementia.
He does have dementia because wasn't he saying for a long time the border's great? Nothing wrong with the border, and now it's broken. Now
it's fucking insanity.
You know what's crazy too? He did this with ChatGPT.
You think he did this with Dude, I bet you a White House intern made this with ChatGPT.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Do it in Biden's voice.
that's why 2 months ago I instructed my team to begin negotiations with a bipartisan group of senators to seriously and finally address the border crisis.
So he admits there's a crisis.
For weeks now, he kind of talks like a 1920s gangster. No, I'm saying, but like more retarded, like
A little bit.
like for weeks now. That's what they've done. Working around the clock, but like more dementia. Working around the clock. My throat's still kind of fucked up. Through the holidays and over the weekends. He like slurs his words too. He likes.
That's so crazy that that's like that's like when he's trying to finish a project. No, I worked on it all weekend and around the clock and through the holidays, and we're still talking about it. It's like,
look, I mean, we were in, we got pizzas. We had to DoorDash pizzas to the White House. Let's see. What we've negotiated would, if passed into law, be the toughest and fairest set of reforms to secure the border we've ever had in our country. It would give me, as president, a new emergency authority. Oh, great! More emergency authority for the president.
That's scary as fuck.
And this is the same president that was like, Donald Trump wants to consolidate power, and he's a tyrant. And he wants more emergency authority.
To shut down the border.
He created a crisis and then wants to consolidate power to solve the crisis.
But if you shut down the border, that's not just one way. That's both ways.
That's bad because I'm going to Cancun next month. That'll fuck up my vacation. So he wants more power to what? Do some bullshit law that's not thought out. Further, Congress needs to finally provide the funding I requested in October. Oh, so he wants money to secure the border. This includes an additional 1,300 Border Patrol agents. Well, he doesn't even let the current ones do their fucking job, right? I mean, it's like 375 immigration judges, 1,600 asylum officers, and over 100 cutting-edge inspection machines to help and detect and stop fentanyl at our southwest border. Here's the thing I disagree with. We need more fentanyl in the United States. More fentanyl. We need to legalize fentanyl. Get it into Oregon. Do you see Oregon decriminalized all these drugs?
No.
Oregon made cocaine illegal or illegal. Oregon legalized cocaine.
They didn't make it legal. They decriminalized it.
They decriminalized it.
Yeah. So you can be like, what?
So you can take a key bump and go
don't do that.
And go to your community college class and not get arrested.
There you go.
And that's cool.
Well, you know what? A thing they can do is maybe those 60,000 IRS agents that they're going to hire to go after Americans, maybe take those 60,000 jobs that you're going to create, and we don't need them because we're going to have blockchain, and so the IRS is going to be. What you can do is take those people and then put that into the Border Patrol.
Plug them in. But dude, anyone that is an IRS agent is not going to be.
They were going to give them guns.
That's so crazy.
Did you see how many guns they were going to give all the IRS agents? It was something stupid, like each one. Yeah.
That's so funny. That IRS agent with a Glock, he pulls out a gun. He's like, "I'm not fucking around, man. You lied. You lied.
Where's your 1099? Bite the curb.
I'm sorry, man. Yeah, bite the curb. I swear to fucking God, if I come back tomorrow and you haven't showed me that you correctly depreciated your third Ferrari, I will blow your brains out in front of your kids." Maybe being an IRS agent would be fun. It'd be kind of fun.
Something like 70 or 60%, something like that is going to retire soon.
I mean, and also it's like, who audits the IRS agents? They get income from the government.
Yeah.
Who audits them?
Each other.
They audit each other. I don't like that.
In-house audits.
It's an in-house audit system. It's not good. So people reacting, and again, it's like this. I don't want to I want to keep it fair because on the one hand, it is a crisis, and it is scary to imagine all of these people from other countries coming into the U.S. and we're not vetting them, and it could very well be a way for
Sleeper cells.
Adversaries to send spies and sleeper cells into the U.S.
Wow, you sound like a Nazi.
On the other hand, I hate America, and I want those sleeper cells to destroy our institutions.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I'd love to watch this country burn.
You know what you should do?
And be rebuilt.
You should just text Biden at 302-404-0880. You can text them. It's White House privacy on here, so nobody's gonna know who you are. And
you know what happens if you text that number? You get on a list, and then and you get dementia.
look what Elon.
So Elon, let's see what Elon says. No laws need to be passed. All that is needed is an executive order to require proof before granting an asylum hearing. That is how it used to be. And then you have all these other accounts.
Wall Street Silver.
Wall Street Silver, and these like finance meme bullshit troll companies accounts. And you know, people are reacting. They go, all lies. The number of border encounters has skyrocketed during your term. You caused this by canceling all of Trump's initiatives. The current crisis is your fault. Your globalist handlers want illegal immigration, and everyone knows it. You're a disgrace to the country.
I mean, it's kind of the same book that happened in Europe, right? Like how France is and all these other Germany and all these other countries that they got overwhelmed by people from other countries. It seems like that's happening across the world.
It is, and it's
the Great Migration.
This is the globalist mission, is to I think that and what it really comes down to is, does culture matter?
Mm-hmm.
Is the cultural identity of a country, does that matter? And what does that constitute? Like, America has a culture. You know, we have a certain set of values. Secularism in general, separation of church and state, stuff like this. And there are other cultures, other people that maybe want a theocracy.
What's a theocracy?
Just a religion, a government run with a religious,
they had that
based
for
on a
while.
religious text. You could say that Iran is a theocracy.
Yeah.
They look at the Quran and then they follow the Quran. You know,
They say they do, but
they say they do, right? And
did you see Lindsey Graham? Fucking idiot! What he wrote?
No, what did he say?
I'll type in Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham needs to not be in politics anymore. At all. This guy's dangerous.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm voting for him then. I want more danger.
Hit Iran now. Hit them hard.
I love a good warmonger.
What the hell?
I
Are you
love
stupid.
I love. He wants blood. Hit him. Can we cut to Lindsey Graham?
Yeah.
Lindsey Graham. Can you cut to the TV? Lindsey Graham. Hit Iran now. Hit them hard.
Yeah.
Because I own Northrop Grumman stock, and I'll make a lot of cash if you hit them now and hit them hard. I stand to benefit from war financially.
Yep.
That's what this guy is. I mean,
John, I think it was John Cornyn too, or who's the Texas senator?
not Ted Cruz.
Not Ted Cruz. No, it's
The other one.
Yeah.
Look,
he was saying the same thing to bomb them now, and I'm like, these guys are beating drums for War 3. This is insane.
Yeah, well, and actually, that was I think I had another. That was the next one of the stories I wanted to cover here. I mean, actually, this is perfect segue. So, economic instability is getting very scary. You got Evergrande liquidating. You know, you have a red hot inflation in America.
Mm-hmm.
People are mad. They're poor. You know, my girlfriend's poor.
They need a team to root for.
You know, and
did you say my girlfriend's poor?
Yeah, she is.
You know what? Poor women are the best to have, though.
That's I'm gonna abstain from that because
why?
You know, I don't want to say like, oh, I'm only dating her because she's poor.
No.
That
It's
weird.
just an added benefit.
Yeah,
because they just appreciate much more. But when their daddy's rich, then they don't appreciate anything that you give them. They expect more.
That's true. I do. No, she sometimes she'll be like, and this is a stand-up joke, full disclosure. That hasn't, but she cries sometimes, and she's like, "Oh, Sean, I don't know why you're with me. Like, I'm fat, stupid, ugly, and poor." And I'll be like, "Baby, you're just poor. It's okay. It's not all. You're not all those. And we can fix the poor thing."
Yeah. No, you don't have to fix it. You can place. You can. What's it called? Like LARP a little bit and be a
sugar daddy.
Well, not necessarily come in the room and be like, "You don't have the rent today." You know what that means.
You don't have rent today. You know what that means. 25 push-ups. No, but no, it's a people are hurting. Not me. I'm doing great. I'm doing great overall. My career's going well. I'm fucking. But
I'm getting as much debt as possible. That's what I'm doing.
You're doing debt that will eventually be valueless.
Yep.
Which is very smart. You know who's not doing well? The 3 American troops that were murdered by Iran. You know, it's a sad day. So this is a big story. A drone. It was basically like a kamikaze drone sent from we think Syria or nearby, but basically an Iranian proxy, sent a makeshift drone over to a base in Jordan, an American base in Jordan, and killed American troops. And Joe Biden even put out a statement about this and said that this is tragic. And I'm not, look, I want to be respectful to veterans. I have a lot of respect for veterans, you know. A lot of them, you know, don't have college degrees. And so I want to use words that are simple to make sure they understand what I'm saying.
They're going to kick your ass.
With what? They're in wheelchairs.
Jeez.
They got blown up by IEDs. Try to beat me up, douchebags. No.
That's all Sean. That was nothing but that. That's all Sean.
Look, no, but veterans have the strongest senses of humor. Like,
Yes.
they like to be roasted like that. No, they do.
Yeah.
They like to be roasted by jokes and by napalm. Soldiers, it's like, hey, yes, it's a tragedy when American soldiers get killed by Iran. I'm not trying to say it's not a tragedy. However, can I ask the question, why do we have a base in Jordan? Why does America feel the need to have bases in every fucking country in the Middle East? What if Iran had a base in Florida? Don't you think we would nuke them? Don't you think we would bomb them to fucking smithereens? It's the same shit in the Middle East. The Middle East, the reason they bomb these U.S. bases is because they don't fucking want us there. It's a pretty clear message. When Iran sends a drone to a U.S. base in Jordan and fucking kills our soldiers, the message is, please leave.
I don't think it's please, but
it's, well, yeah, it's beyond please leave.
Get the fuck out.
It's get the fuck out. And the reason that America wants bases there is because it makes us money. It's job creation. That's as simple as that. It's job creation and bloodshed. But it's job creation at the cost of bloodshed, which is easily a cost that America can
never leave. We're still in Korea. We're still in Japan. We're still in Germany. We're everywhere.
And some people are proud of that. I'm not proud of that.
You don't remember the old Navy commercials where they're like, a global force for good?
Oh, yeah. I think we watched one of those.
Yeah, the police. Yeah. And now China has it.
Really?
Yeah, you've never
They
seen
have ads like that too?
Yeah, they're fucking, there's these 2 dudes and they're wrestling in the water and then it's like, oh, the alarm. And then they go running to the alarm and yeah, it's crazy.
And then they go execute 2 little Taiwanese boys.
Oh, shit.
Like, boy, boy, boy. Oh, Shenzhen.
Oh my God.
We gotta go to Taiwan. I just said Shenzhen. That's what I said. Shenzhen. Whenever you want to talk in Chinese, just go, oh, Shenzhen.
What does Shenzhen mean?
It's one of the cities in China. One of the biggest cities. It's a and so, and this is how, look, I'm trying to synthesize and I'm trying to really simplify the mentality of an imperialist state. Israel, whether it be America, whether it be China, they're imperialist states, and Here's their playbook. Maybe I'll draw an analogy to a bully. They're like, let's just say the world is like it's a playground, on like your childhood playground, your schoolyard playground, right?
It's very segregated.
U.S. playgrounds. Oh, by race?
No, the place is very segregated. All the Chinese people are over there.
It kind of is similar, you know. But let's say you're on the playground.
All the Middle Eastern people in the sandbox.
Who's on the swings?
We're on the jungle gym and we don't let anybody in. Take it back. We're on the jungle gym. We're letting everybody in.
Yeah. We're on the jungle gym. We're letting.
And the one kid in the wheelchair is like, "Hey, stop it!
Stop letting the Asians in. Stop letting the Arab guys in. He's not even from Venezuela." But like the mentality of an imperialist state, they play the victim. They hit hard and they play the victim every time. It's like a bully on the playground. They go over to the nerds. I was a nerd growing up. I know this. The bully. They go over to the nerds, which are Jordan, Iran, Taiwan, Palestine. The nerds, the weak nerd bitches.
Jeez.
The bullies go over there and they go, They go, bitch. Pff. Right? And then the nerds go, ow, stop. You know how many times I've said that in my life growing up? Stop. It's like an alarm. Stop. And
it's like a built-in rape whistle.
It is. Don't joke about it. I was raped by my bully. No. Emotionally raped. But the bully, let me get back on track. The bully pushes the nerd. And then the next day, the nerd comes back angry. And the nerd has a plan to get back at the bully. And the nerd hits back. And the nerd hits back. Maybe he hits back with a gun. Maybe he shoots up the classroom. Or maybe even less shocking than that. And then the nerd comes back the next day with brass knuckles. Or just even sneaks up behind the bully, punch to the head.
His rich dad gave him a drone.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
And then the nerd comes back with an autonomous kamikaze drone and rams it into the bully's head.
They're doing that in the Ukrainians are doing that to the Russians. Have you seen those videos?
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. Like this poor guy is running around a tank and it's a little tiny like $200 drone with a bomb on it. And it's just following him and then it finally gets him. And as soon as it hits him, boom.
Oh, God.
Gone.
And so then when the nerd hits the bully back, the bully goes, oh, you hit back? I'm going to murder you now. But guess what? You know who fucking started it? America. You know who started it? Israel. You know who started it? China. So, yes, is it fucked up when any state kills an innocent person? Of course. That's a tragedy. No one wants to see innocent lives lost in any country, anywhere, if you're a good person, if you're a decent human. We can all agree on that. But like when Lindsey Graham goes, hit Iran now, hit them hard. It's, dude, how about stop building bases in their fucking backyard, retard? But they want to have this supremacy, and then they act like the victim. They go and we are de facto invaders of every country in the world. We're de facto invaders. And so when we get attacked because we're invaders, colonizers, and I'm not a Brooklyn pussy liberal. I'm in fact an independent. I'm a libertarian.
You might as well have said Nazi. That's the same thing. You're either a Republican or no. I'm sorry. You're either a Nazi or you're far left. That's the only two. Nazi, far left. Pick a side.
I'm a Lindsey Graham supporter, is what I am. But I know that wasn't that funny, but that's just how I feel about it. Like, I don't know, but but on the flip side, it's like, do I want America to have no military? No, I think we need a military.
Yeah, but you're more of an isolationist.
I'm an isolationist.
Yeah,
I'm an isolationist. I do my own thing. I love my haters.
Yeah,
I think America could take a playbook out of like Kanye and the Drake Kanye rapper playbook, which is that they go in the studio and they're in the studio all night grinding. And they don't fuck with everyone else. You know?
I think all the little, like you said, the ones that are they're all joining they're all joining together. Even the ones that are bullies that pick on other ones they're the smaller bullies are joining together with bricks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Right, and then even the bullies hate each other. It's a very
Oh yeah, bricks will fall apart. They can't trust each other. Did you see the one where it's Putin and what's North Korean's leader name again?
Kim Jong Un.
Yeah, and then I don't. I
Oh,
think
the wine one.
Yeah, and they're like both. Oh, okay. That.
Yeah. It's a video if you haven't seen it. It's Kim Jong Un and Vladimir Putin cheersing wine glasses, and then they like look at each other and they both don't drink.
Yeah, they're like, all right.
That's so funny.
And then the one that's real scary is you see Putin and I think is it the Saudi prince or they give each other dap, not a shake. Like we go up like that and they come in. I'm like, what the fuck did they just plan together?
Yeah. Oh, they planned something big, dude. They dapped each other up. So I mean, we've got World War III is on the rise. The economy's fucked. Let's what are we at? One something?
It's an
hour. I want to do this next. Right. So look, of all the problems that are happening in the world, the one that's pissing me off the most is that the economic regulators are being fucking pussies. They are focusing on all the wrong shit. Like they want to have a victory. They want to declare victory over the evil monopolies. But they don't stand up to any of the monopolies that actually matter. We all know the monopolies that actually control the world. Google, Amazon, Facebook. You know? But they do things like this. Here's a story. Amazon's was trying to buy Roomba, and the deal was canceled because the European regulators don't want it to happen. Roomba. Remember Roomba?
I have one.
The silly little robot that like floats around your house and cleans your apartment.
Yeah. That gets stuck on everything.
Yeah, that gets stuck everywhere. Amazon tried to buy this puny little pussy bullshit company, and the European regulator stepped in and said, no. Hey guys, how about you break up Amazon?
But is
like it's insane.
So you so you have your Amazon Echo, right? So the Amazon Echo can hear everything, but I don't know how the layout of your house is. If I have a Roomba, now I know the layout of your house.
Yeah. Now when the soldiers come, they know they'll be able to clear the rooms faster.
Yeah.
They'll have a layout of your house. When the Amazon paramilitary soldiers come to take your kids.
When the Roombas come, the Roombas is going to turn into a fucking robot, a bigger robot.
But like, I don't know. I wanted to talk about this because look, so it says Amazon called off its purchase of vacuum maker iRobot on Monday, blaming undue and disproportionate regulatory hurdles. Amazon would pay the Roomba vacuum maker in a. I think here we go. So Roomba was there. Amazon was going to buy Roomba for like $1.7 billion. And then it was called off after the European Commission antitrust division basically said, no, we're not letting you buy Roomba. That's anti-competitive. You know what's anti-competitive? Amazon. They can't, but they don't focus on any of the fucking monopolies, antitrust actions that matter. Fine Amazon for fucking over people that try to sell shit on the platform. Find Google, find Apple for creating these platforms that, stifle innovation. It's really incredible what these companies are. These companies are so huge, and you look at Google. Google fucks over. They own the search engine. They own everything. They own what you see. They own what you search. They control it all. And sure, you could say Google has competitors. You could say Amazon has competitors, but they have 90+% of the market share.
Yeah.
And it's fucking embarrassing. And so these even the US regulators, you know what one pissed me off even more than the Roomba one is and this is what I hate the most about the Biden administration is they celebrate victories that are fucking retarded. You know what they did? they sell. This was an old story, but they like passed a law that like made it harder for Ticketmaster
Yeah.
to like, you know,
The fee gouging.
They stopped the fee gouging, the price gouging on Ticketmaster, and they come out and said, "Oh yeah, woo, we're really helping the U.S. consumer." No, you're not, bitch. No, you're not. That's really great. Yeah. Now I can buy a ticket for cheaper, right? So when I go buy something online from Amazon, or I go on Google and all the searches are censored, I can be happy. I can rest easy knowing that I bought a ticket for the Foo Fighters for cheap.
Well, Taylor Swift needs to make more money.
Right.
So
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Taylor Swift. I mean, I'm convinced that the Taylor Swift Travis Kelce relationship is like it's a psyop
for football, so that they can get more viewers.
It's an NFL CIA. It goes all the way to the top, dude.
Yeah.
It's a CIA Illuminati psyop. And I'm here for it. I'm a Swiftie. I'm a Swiftie. A lot of people were very mad about the
Ravens.
The Kansas City.
Yeah, Kansas City
winning.
Ravens. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not even a big sports guy, but like here's how you know a sports game was like really fucked up is when I hear about it.
Yeah.
Because I never hear about sports shit.
Yeah.
But everyone was just like, what the fuck? And they're saying like the NFL is rigged.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you think it's rigged, Josh?
Yeah. The NBA was rigged for a long time. They had refs that they fired because of they were gambling. And then there's some other refs with it was the Dallas Cowboys. I forgot who they were playing, but those refs were banned from reffing in the playoffs because of how obvious it was that they fucking cheated. It was the 2-point, and I'm a Cowboys fan. It was a 2-point conversion, and they said, "Oh, there's one of the dudes didn't check in, so now we got to redo the play." And it was just like, no, he did check in. It was obvious. You saw him. They didn't even have the quarterback saying, "Go check in," and he did. And
Wow.
they still called it back for the 2-point conversion, and they did it like 3 more times. But so yeah, it's wrestling, dude. Well, I mean, the plays are real. They're really but the reffing is that when it's close,
And they can just they can just tilt the scale whenever they want.
or
to.
there was one that was I think it was the Oakland Raiders, and they're like, "Why did you not go for a touchdown, or why'd you kick a field?" I forgot what exactly, but it was to cover a specific spread that was like they just stopped it right there. So I forgot it was people couldn't make that big bet and they wouldn't get paid out, or so they could get paid out. But either way, it was very fishy. Yeah. I mean, you got to think of how many millions, if not billions of dollars is bet on these games. And of course, I mean, I'm not necessarily like Illuminati, but it's like, yo, I'm friends with these refs, and you know what I mean. Like, so do what I say, and you'll get $200,000.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of, we're sponsored by DraftKings. Sean's show is sponsored by DraftKings.
And OnlyFans.
Use promo code Gambling Addict for half off your first parlay.
See, but I do the nerd parlay, which is what? Call options.
Yeah,
That's the same shit.
Right, yeah. Gambling with options on the stock market is like the same thing as a parlay.
Dude,
but
I was up so much on those fucking options, and then they all went to zero.
That's gotta hurt. That's gotta fucking hurt.
Yeah, it hurt bad. It hurt bad because I needed that money. Fuck, I needed that money.
Your kids aren't going to college now, dude.
Kids aren't gonna eat.
This show better start making money soon so I can fucking pay you. Yeah, dude, it's scams abroad, scams everywhere you look in America and in the whole world. And I'm rock hard, and I'm here for it. I'm here for the scams.
You know which one I never hear? I never hear that in the NHL. I hear it
hockey?
in NBA. I hear it in
Baseball?
MLB, NFL. I hear it in soccer. I never hear it when it comes to the NHL. Maybe I just don't pay attention enough. But
Well, no, in hockey, they don't need to have scams to keep people entertained and like
they can
watching.
fight.
No, because the hockey players get their throats slit.
that guy went to prison.
He was in jail,
Well, no, he murdered a guy.
he got convicted.
Yeah,
he was found guilty.
Purpose. He did it on purpose. He ran and jumped and kicked him in the neck.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah.
Imagine. I will never, and that's why you have to stay humble. That's a story about staying humble, because That guy went from living his dream, NHL hockey player, to convicted murderer.
Yeah.
In a moment.
That's way worse than Aaron Hernandez because he did it in front of everybody and didn't give a fuck.
That's so. Did Aaron Hernandez make it out, or
No.
he killed his girlfriend or something?
No, not his girlfriend. He killed some. I forgot who the guy was, but he killed him and then killed himself in prison.
Fuck.
Because if he didn't kill himself in prison, his daughter wasn't gonna get some money from the Patriots or some shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
because of the CTE thing.
I don't know.
Dude, athletes are crazy. Athletes are insane.
Are athletes crazy? Because athletes, they might beat up somebody or kill one person. These hedge fund guys, they're killing a lot of people.
Yeah, but let's not talk shit about
indirectly.
Let's not talk shit about my friends too.
But
I have
still-
a lot of friends that are hedge fund managers.
But I'm just saying, like, it's just like, I'm going to put this company out of business, which is going to get rid of 2,000 jobs, which, you know, how many of them are going to end up killing themselves? Or, you know what I mean?
Hey, Josh, it's called cost cutting, buddy. It's called outsourcing it's called outsourcing the firing process to another business to wash my hands of it.
I've heard those commercials, the HR, like, no longer do you have to deny people's vacation. Just send it to us and we'll do it. Like, it's like, what the fuck?
We'll give them the bad news.
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, they cover your HR. They do all the, so when, instead of the people asking you for the company owner for vacation or within your own HR, now it's outsourced to another company.
So that you can deny PTO indirect.
Correct.
That's so funny.
And then you'd be like, what? That's the service. I don't know what the fuck is
you
that.
can blame them. I love it.
Yeah.
That's what all management consulting is, by the way.
Yeah.
All management, like McKinsey, Bain,
Manage the blame.
these boards hire these management consultants to create a plan and then go forward with that plan. And then when the plan fails, they blame the consultants.
Well,
After paying them millions of dollars.
Yeah.
It's a really incredible
and the consultant's like, yeah, my bad.
yeah, anyway, you want to hire us again? I'm like, all right.
Hey, all
New
right.
initiative. New initiatives.
It's like that. It's like under new management in the front. Yeah.
Let's close it out. Let's do one more story. If you guys are still listening, thank you. I love you. Join the Sean Show Facebook group. Let's end it on something light. Actually, okay. Should we talk more about this Taylor Swift porn thing? I mean,
Oh yeah, the government got involved with that, right?
yeah. I mean, it's
How is the government talking so much about her? The government's like, Taylor Swift is single-handedly helping the economy. Taylor Swift is,
dude. It's she's gonna be the next president.
it's gonna be her and The Rock.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be Taylor Swift and like The Rock when we really need Vivek, who unfortunately dropped out.
Do you think Trump's running mate is gonna be him or RFK?
Vivek.
You think it's gonna be Vivek?
I think it's gonna be Vivek. I think enough Republicans can stomach an Indian man, not an Indian woman.
Yeah.
That's why Nikki Haley lost.
Yeah.
New Hampshire found out Nikki Haley was an Indian and had a vagina, and that's why she dropped out. But yeah, I think Indian man, we can go for that because the Republicans were like, well, we already had a black man. I guess we can do Indian too.
Indian people are my favorite doctors. Something about them I trust. I enjoy their bedside manner and how frank they are, and I'm just like,
I
oh,
like
you're
their
a straight
bluntness.
shooter.
They're like the New
Yes.
York. They're the New Yorkers of the East.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they just tell you how it is, and they're like, do this or you will die. And I was like,
Yeah.
got it.
You are
Appreciate
very fat.
it.
So we ran the blood test. You are very fat. You are a fat fuck. You drink lots. Drink too much alcohol.
Thank you, doctor.
You have something called diabetes. Okay. And they go, okay. I'm voting for Vivek Ramaswamy. Lots of very sound principles. So Taylor Swift is no longer searchable for temporarily on Twitter X. And here's the new story. So social media users may have noticed Saturday that they cannot search Taylor Swift's name on X days after non-consensual, sexually explicit deepfakes of the pop star went viral.
Did you see it?
I looked for them. I couldn't find any.
Because you can't search it anymore.
Yeah, and it's like, and look, I didn't look for them to fucking jack off. Okay, I got a girlfriend. I didn't look at them. I was just curious because I want to report to you guys and I want to be informed.
Yeah, totally.
That's why I look for them, to be informed.
Totally.
So this comes after deepfakes portraying Swift nude and in sexual scenarios were circulated on X Wednesday. The images can be created using artificial intelligence tools that develop new fake images or by taking a real photo and quote unquote undressing it. So here's the thing. Here's my take. If I draw a painting, I paint a painting, I draw a sketch of Taylor Swift getting blown out, her back blown out by Sonic the Hedgehog. I can draw that and put that online, and that's fine.
High art. Yes.
It's art.
Yeah.
But the moment I incorporate AI into the picture, all of a sudden it's criminal.
Yeah, that's how
They're
Kanye
trying
got away
to-
with it.
They're trying to criminalize. Oh, Kanye? What you mean?
You don't remember that?
What-
He did an album and it was like him, Taylor Swift, a bunch of other celebrities laying in a bed butt naked.
Oh, that was with Photoshop and AI.
I think it's pretty Photoshop, or that they made like, I don't know. some
Oh,
type of-
that. There's no way that was like a real photo.
No, it wasn't a real photo, but
Yeah.
not-
I remember that album cover.
yeah.
It was like Kanye and a bunch of like celebrity women, right?
yeah. Well, and men.
Oh,
And
really?
So not Photoshop, but maybe like not plaster, but like silicone and stuff, like body.
Right. Right. And so it's like, okay, so it's okay for Kanye to like portray himself in lewd situations with other celebrities for its album cover. That's art. But the moment, here's my issue with AI, and again, I've said this before. AI has so much potential to be funny and hilarious and free and liberating and like satirical and culturally powerful in the hands of the fucking public. But it is being preempted and pre-censored by the very people that are designing the softwares. Have you tried to use OpenAI lately? Have you tried to use what's it called? The image one?
Oh yeah. They'll tell you, it says this image is not goes against our policies.
You can't. Literally, I was actually, when Henry Kissinger died, I wanted to make a meme. I sent it a picture of Henry Kissinger, and I was like, make Henry Kissinger older. And then I was going to do this joke where I was like, I make Henry Kissinger older until I can't make him any older.
Yeah.
And he's already so old. So the joke would be like, he's old, he's dead, he's like in another dimension, whatever. Yeah. And the fucking OpenAI wouldn't let me do it.
No.
So I couldn't even do a silly joke about aging someone. And now all of these
And now you're on a list.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm on every list. Hopefully I'm not on the no-fly list. I need to fly to gigs. But many of Swift's fans said the deepfakes were removed because of a mass reporting campaign. See, here's the thing. If you're ever part of like a mass movement with a fan base, you need to reevaluate your life. You are a fucking sheep. I don't care what it is. Being like part of a mass reporting campaign to stop the deepfakes from Taylor Swift porn, that is almost as embarrassing as voting in a federal election. It's embarrassing to be a part of something like that. Do I agree that these deepfakes should be like spread around? Honestly, I don't care. If there were deepfake porn of me, I don't care. Where I
would care a little bit.
I draw the line at children.
I would care if they did that to you.
You care? Oh,
Yeah. You're like, damn,
That's
I'm
sweet.
with this guy's getting his back blown out bad. So train him.
But here's the thing: like, you don't need AI to put my face on a guy getting fucked in the ass.
Yeah.
You don't need AI. The reason people are so up in arms about it is because it's easy. AI made it quick to make it, and that's the
People are up
problem.
in arms about it because that's a big money maker. AI you're gonna have to lease out your face in order to get that done. You know what I mean? So your career goes to shit. You know, it's just like, all right, well, take me 15 years ago, put it on some fake body, and just
Put me in a video game or something like that.
not necessarily just it always starts with porn. The internet is mostly porn. The reason we had VHS because of porn. It wasn't because it was better. It's just what they adopt for, because we're disgusting people. You know what I mean? All of us.
It's
the
the most primitive use case.
Exactly. That's the
yeah.
first thing that it's going to be used for. It's not going to be used for cool movies or helping people. No, it's going to be used so I can jack off.
Yeah. I did see one of them actually.
You did?
It was Taylor Swift getting fucked by a Muppet.
Ooh.
Yeah. But you don't see anything.
Yeah.
You just see the Muppet on top of Taylor Swift,
Oh, okay.
and it's kind of tasteful.
The Muppet's making love to her.
The Muppet, it was I think it was like Grimace. No,
Yeah.
that's the McDonald's guy. Who's the green Muppet?
It's Kermit.
Kermit.
Yeah.
It wasn't Kermit. I forgot who it was. Anyway, some users celebrated Swift's name being removed from X's search function. One user wrote that it was the, quote, first step done to safeguard her. So they want to protect Taylor Swift. Now stop searching. They're like now stop searching Taylor Swift AI photos. That AI creator will go to hell. We have got your back, Tay. Get a fucking life, bitch. Get a fucking life.
Yeah.
Can you get a life? You can't search Taylor Swift on Twitter anymore. Kind of happy and sad at the same time. Okay. And then everyone on Reddit's reacting. They're like, I wish they would also sue and to destroy that horrible wax figure that clown made. Look, guys.
Who is that?
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Whoa.
This is a horrifying.
Oh my god, that's the wax doll. Oh,
That's a
so
wax.
they probably made like a sex doll.
Okay, I know I've been like, okay, I'm gonna flip my position entirely.
Yeah.
This is like a Taylor Swift like sex doll image.
Oh, I can't even look at it, dude.
I can't even look at it, and I'm very glad this AI Taylor Swift porn is being banned. I've always said that because it's very horrific.
There's
And
something
it's disgusting.
I forgot what it's called, but it's like you know how when people see like that honeycomb shape and they get kind of like grossed out about it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
There's another one for when you see those dolls.
It's like Uncanny Valley.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, the Uncanny Valley. It's like almost human.
Yeah.
Like if it's not human at all,
Yeah.
it's fine. And if it's human, if it's super realistic and it looks human, it's also fine. But right before that, it's disgusing.
Well, I get repulsed. Like remember that comedian?
Yeah.
What's her name? The comedian that had a fake doll of herself, bringing it everywhere. Forgot her name. She was at the mothership not too long
Whitney
ago.
Cummings?
Whitney Cummings. She had a doll of herself.
The
It's
robot, the sex robot?
and it's like a cringe, not cringe, like a wanting to vomit thing that I get from look. I can't even look at the doll.
I think you're gay, bro.
That's probably
Sorry.
what it is.
You're just gay.
No, it's something about something in me is like that thing's trying to replace you, or you know what I mean? Like that thing's trying to. That's not human. It's trying to replace you. I don't know. It's a repulsing feeling that I get from it.
No, I know what you mean. It's gross.
Yeah.
It's gross is what it is. But here's why I love Reddit though. Here's let's just think objectively about the technology and how it will be applied. So the cat is out of this guy goes, the cat is just out of the bag with machine learning. Here we go. And this is articulated better than I could say it. But here's technology. It's impossible to regulate technology. Or not impossible, but it's hard. And this is the Wild West. This is AI. This is Wild West. Here's the reality when it comes to any deepfake porn with AI. Any modern PC with a graphics card can run Stable Diffusion, and Stable Diffusion is just the software that generates images based on a prompt, right? Any modern PC with a graphics card can run Stable Diffusion and generate images from text. The software is free / open source and often used for good. Online apps give a cleaner interface and might provide some value with highly trained and specific models and training sets, but there are a ton of online free equivalents as well. The tools are ubiquitous at this point and don't require a ton of technical knowledge. The best option is a long proposed revenge porn law. Malicious creation, sharing, or possession of explicit content without consent could be illegal. But then we would need a bunch of legislators to agree on something. I don't agree with that at all. Look, we've had Family Guy porn forever. We've had Simpsons porn, right? Like it's portraying.
Is that called hentai? Is that what that is?
Hentai? Yeah, it's hentai.
Okay.
Which I also have a joke about. But like cartoon porn, it's like, okay, how about this? What if an animator, let me just propose a theoretical situation. What if a Japanese porn animator makes a hentai featuring Taylor Swift? Is that illegal? Should that be a crime? At the very most, it should be copyright law violation. there should not be any extra punitive measurements because it's pornography. In my opinion.
I think what we're gonna do is have some type of internet ID, and so if you're doing that type of stuff, they're gonna know exactly who it is doing it. Well, at least here in America, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they can go and get
And
you,
punish
and then,
you.
and then a face scan. So it's like when that face goes on to that person, that deep fake is that person leasing out their likeness in order to do that. Because I think where it really comes into play is not from just watching it on your computer, but augmented reality. In 10 years, just wearing your fucking your goggles from vision goggles.
Yeah.
And your wife is, Halle Berry, and then on reverse, you're The Rock.
My wife's Elizabeth Warren.
There you go. Your wife's Elizabeth Warren. and you're just fucking each other, but you're not. You know what I mean? It's just like you see the other person.
I'm like fucking my wife. She's Elizabeth Warren. Then I'm like, change to Janet Yellen. Hey, computer, change to Janet Yellen. Change my wife. Computer, change my wife to Barack Obama. I'm coming.
And then in the middle, you forgot to pay your subscription, and it just turns back into your wife. And you're like, no.
We're seeing an ad. You're fucking your wife in
You
VR.
both stop. Hold on. I got an ad.
And then it's just like Taylor Swift concert. Come see Taylor Swift live in concert at the metaverse in the Sandbox VR.
You know what that's gonna make people do? It's gonna make them come even quicker because you don't pay for the ad blocker.
Yeah.
So then it's like I got 15 seconds.
Yeah. They're gonna be like ready to go. Like, all right, 4 pumps, I'm good.
Yeah.
But no, it's the future's a scary place, and I realized here's my main. Again, do I think it's morally good that people are making Taylor Swift porn? I don't think that's morally good. But I'm I have kind of a libertarian bent. And I think people should be able to do what they want as long as it doesn't hurt anyone. Who is the victim in Taylor Swift AI porn?
The people not making money from it.
Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
So like if Taylor Swift is the victim of this AI porn, again, I think that this comes to fair use. Is fair use.
This is where NFTs come in. Yeah.
That way you have to license the Taylor Swift NFT to make porn out of her.
Yep.
And again, I don't think it should be encouraged. I also don't think it should be criminalized. I also think that can we stop? Let's just zoom out and realize for a moment that we need to stop worshiping this bitch as if she's a fucking icon.
You know how you get around it? How they're gonna get around it?
How?
Is you say, I want one to look like a mixture of Taylor Swift and Beyonce. And now it's a person that doesn't even exist.
Beyonce?
Beyonce. It's a made up person. So who do you have to pay for that made up person?
Right. It's what's called a substantial combination.
So that's how
if you combine elements of a work enough, it becomes a new work.
And then and
it's fair use.
And then you stamp your NFT, and now I own Beyonce.
Right.
And now I go and put it out on the internet like, oh yeah, everybody fuck Beyonce on there.
Right. Which really would just be Black Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift with the ass? Damn.
Taylor hella funny Swift. And it's like I think that like the what I take issue with is not even the porn images. I take issue with how outraged people get. Stop getting everyone's so outraged. Stop getting so outraged. Taylor Swift lives in Tribeca and she makes and she has fucking millions. She's a billionaire. That was my Google Calendar.
No.
No, that was Taylor Swift getting mad.
Yeah. You've been canceled.
She's a fucking billionaire. I look at it the same way I look at many things. If you want to look at it, go look at it. If you don't want to look at it, don't look at it. If you want to smoke weed, smoke weed. If you don't want to smoke weed, don't smoke weed. We don't need the government to get involved, and we don't need a bunch of people getting outraged. Who is the only victim? If I want to blow a load to Taylor Swift getting fucked by Sonic the Hedgehog, that's my right as an American citizen, okay? It's my right.
Yeah.
And the government wants to take away that right. And this is a message to all Swifties. You are my enemy now. Come after me. I need the fame.
That wasn't me. That was again.
I need the fame. I need the haters.
All the veterans and Taylor Swift fans. That's all Sean. That was not me.
I'm not going. This is a very anti-American. I'm hating on veterans. I'm hating on Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I'm basically a Chinese psyop.
All I hated on was Lindsey Graham.
Right. Which you know what? How about we get? Can we get some Lindsey Graham AI porn?
Oh, that'd be great.
Oh. How about Lindsey Graham getting pegged by Osama bin Laden? AI porn.
There's nothing more American.
And Lindsey Graham the whole time is going, hit me hard. Hit me hard. Hit me hard, Osama. Hit me hard. Hit him and hit him hard. I mean, it's just people are so lost and they get wrapped up. The Taylor Swift AI porn is the next evolution in the culture war. It's another thing to pay attention to. You want to know why the elites want you to get mad about AI Taylor Swift porn while they raise inflation 10% a year and fuck you on the in medical industry. They want you to get mad about Roomba. The Roomba deal getting canceled by the EU. They want you to read stories like that. While Amazon fucks you on every purchase you make ever. This is what they want. It's what I want for you too. I want you to be addicted to your phone while I make money off you. Like a zombie. Have you seen The Matrix?
Mm-hmm.
What I want is for people to be in like little tiny pods, scrolling infinite content of David Blaine doing magic to black people,
mm-hmm.
And videos of Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un cheersing while I go play golf with my elite friends.
Yeah,
that's what I want.
That's already happening. It's just you're not in that position.
I will be soon,
okay.
Or they'll kill me.
There you go.
But anyway, I think that's, what are we at?
An hour and a half.
Hour and a half. All right. That's makeup because the last episode I only did 20 minutes.
All right.
So I wanted to do a little longer episode for you guys.
And Palantir is up to 17?
Palantir is up $17. I have a good feeling. I think the stock's gonna be fucking gonna go up. The instability is going up in the world. So buy a defense stock.
Let me see.
Buy one share.
Let me see.
Fuck it.
What one's doing now?
But thank you guys so much for listening. This is Sean's show. Join our Facebook group. Join the fucking Facebook group, please. Can you join the Facebook group? We have 9 members. It's a lot of fun. Shout out to William. Thank you for the question. I want to make it more interactive. Again, I keep saying we're gonna move into the new studio. That will happen.
It has to happen.
I
now.
promise. This was because I'm the studio lease is ending, so I've been sick. Shit's been going down, but we're back on track here. New year. Follow us on Facebook. Get on the Facebook group. Follow us. Subscribe on YouTube. Leave a comment. I'd love for you guys just to engage. It'd really help if you just left us a review on Spotify as well. It helps us reach more people. And tell your friends about the show if you like the show. This one was pretty funny. It wasn't laugh out loud funny, but it was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
It was more food. It was more stuff for you guys to chew on. Just trying to, ultimately with this show, I want to make you laugh, but I also want to make people think more skeptically about the world. Question everything. Like when your wife tells you, I don't love you anymore. Question everything. Question it. When your government says you need to pay your child support payments, question that. Why? Because I cummed in a woman?
Mm-hmm.
I have an obligation now?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? I'm dealing with that right now. No, I'm not. I'm on the road. I'm doing the road. Could you just type in Sean Riley Comedy? if you want to see me on the road, I had a lot of fun. I headlined Austin, Texas, Cap City Comedy Club. Shout out to Cap City Comedy Club, my one of my favorite clubs in Austin. Sold 35 tickets.
Fuck yeah.
Pretty fucking good. I'm going to be in Dallas. Thursday, February 15th, I'll be in Dallas. If you're still listening right now and you're in Dallas and you want to go to the show, DM me, Sean Riley Comedy on Instagram. I will get you a free ticket. I swear to Christ. I'll get you in for free since you're a loyal listener. And any show, unless you want to pay, that'd be cool too. Dallas, February 15th at the Comedy Arena. Friday, March 8th, Phoenix, Arizona at Mic Drop Mania. That's a great club. I've been there before. Saturday, March 16th, the Attic Comedy Club in Columbus. One of my favorite fucking clubs. May 17th, Seattle, Capitol Hill Comedy Bar. I'll also be in Tampa, San Diego, and Birmingham, Alabama. Tickets coming soon. I'm really out here doing this shit, guys. I'm really headlining comedy clubs before I'm ready. Way before I'm ready. But I've got a full hour of material. It's not all great, but I promise to have a fun time. And I won't just do an hour of bullshit crowd work. I promise that. 20 minutes of it will be bullshit crowd work. But that's the show, guys. Josh, where can people find you?
At Josh Kabaza.
All right. I love you guys. Have a great one.